Hi guys, welcome to Thermomixing Adventures. My name is Lisa Keegan and we are finishing today with our fermenting week. Now we will do some more next week because some of these things do take more than a day to do, and actually I'll come to you over the weekend and show you stage 2 of this recipe. So it's not done, and that is quite normal when it comes to fermenting, because fermenting does take time. It takes time for things to grab the bacteria out of the air and actually then infuse that in your food to make it good for you. So today we're trying this fermented raspberry shrub. Not scrub. I've not done it before, so I have done a pear shrub before though. So come along with me. I'd love to show you how, and do say hi if you're on today. Let's go start cooking. Now it reminds you to sanitize and clean and sterilize. Sanitize is the wrong word. Sterilize your equipment and utensils, because anything that ferments, as I said, it grabs bacteria from things, and usually it's the good stuff, but it can be bad stuff too. So make sure everything's clean, it's been through a dishwasher, that sort of stuff. So that's those first few steps. Then it says to place a ceramic glass or bowl that fits into the Varoma dish on the mixing bowl lid end. So you guys probably can't see that. I've got a Pyrex dish, it's up there, and it wants 9 ounces of fresh raspberries. Now I've got a bag of frozen raspberries. They've been in the freezer, they're still frozen, and I'm going to just use those because you know what, work with what you've got. It is going to be mixed berries, which is a little different to the recipe, but that's okay. When I'm shopping in ounces, because you can see there it's in, hang on a second, let's pour it in and I'll talk to you. Okay, so this recipe you can see is in ounces because it's from the US Cookie Dough. If you can't find this, please do reach out and say hi. I'd love to help you find it if you can't find it. Hello Annette, lovely to have you on. Hey Megan, and hello Suzanne. US recipes will be in ounces, but you can see the Thermomix just changes that for us. If you're shopping and you're trying to figure out how much to buy, multiply by 3 and add a 0, and that will give you grams. So if I was shopping and it says 9 ounces of raspberries, I'd be going 9, 18, 27, add 0, 270. Okay, that's how you do it, so you know how much to pick up in the supermarket. 1 ounce of sugar, okay, a little bit of sugar goes on top. And there is more sugar in this recipe later, but we need some to ferment. Gives the bacteria something to feed on. I don't know if bacteria is the right word. The biotics? I don't know. Anywho, whatever it is, it gives it something to feed on. The same with things like a yogurt. Occasionally you want to put sugar in it, so it's got something for that to feed on as well. Crush it lightly with a fork, cover with cling wrap, and place into the Varoma. So I'm actually not going to cover with cling wrap. I'm going to cover with my actual little lid that comes with this. So I've got a little blue lid, and it's then going to sit in the Varoma. I'll just grab my Varoma out in a second. Ensure that the Varoma lid closes securely. They want to make sure that it can come right down. So it depends what containers you've got as to what that you can work with there. And then it says 9 ounces of water in the Thermomix. I've actually done that already. And it says a squeeze of lemon juice. Done that. That's to protect your blades. You'd be familiar with that from the yogurt video the other day. So now we're putting the Varoma in position. Let me just grab mine. By the way, your white thermoserver, or those of you who are lucky enough to be around for a while and have a 2.2 litre, so not the 2.6 but the 2.2 that's slightly smaller, perfect fit in here. So this, I do need to put a lid on it. I'll do it off camera because I don't think I brought one in. That goes in there. Lid goes on top. And now it actually ferments for 8 hours. So this is going to hold this at 160 Fahrenheit, which is about 80 degrees, this water in here, which is going to create just enough steam to keep this about 34, 35, maybe 40 degrees up here, and let them start to do their thing, which is to ferment. We're then going to come back tomorrow. So I'm actually going to come to you on a Saturday, and I'm going to show you then how to do the next step, where we actually add some more sugar, there's some apple cider vinegar, and we create this into a beautiful probiotic or prebiotic that it is. So I'm going to leave that go. Before we finish up fermenting week, we do need to feed our sourdough starter as well. So let's do that now. I'll just gently move this across. Remember to lift your Thermomix if you need to move it. So does anyone know what they're having for dinner yet? Do share if you know what you're going to have for dinner. I shouldn't have moved that all the way over. I need the scales. That was silly. Let's come back. I need to put this on top to weigh, because today, oh, you can see it's gone bubbly. Check this out. I don't know if you guys can see through the sides very well, but you can see on top there's a line of bubbles. And it's starting to smell sour. All right, so that's, let me just show you. See, look, it's brewing. Woohoo! starting to take on its own life form. That's exciting. So we need to feed it today equal portions, 50, 60 grams. So let's bring up our scales. The Thermomix is not hot at the moment. It's not even going to be very hot really for this recipe. It'll be hot enough that it will probably burn if you touched it, but it's really not, like, it's not 100 degrees. So it's okay to sit that on top. There's no steam coming out the top. So we need to put into it some flour. Haven't got much flour left. Let's go with what I got here. Working up high. I should have brought a step stool in. Oh, I'm in ounces. That's a problem. Now I have to do some maths. 2.5. That must be about, I don't know. My brain hurts. Okay, you know what? Doesn't matter. Let's feed it. Let's finish the packet. Can't go that way. All right. And now we're just going to put in 3.5 ounces of water to feed it. So up to 7. I have no idea how much that is. Oops, a little heavy. Those of you who've watched long enough would know that maths and we don't get along very well. Okay, I can do simple stuff, but then put me under pressure on a thing like this. Woohoo, no good at all. So we've got that in there. Give it a stir. Incorporate the top and the bottom. Remember to cover it with your cheesecloth or something that's going to let the air in but keep the bugs out, the flies and the sour flies and those sorts of things. Just give it a stir. We'll do one more day, so when I come on tomorrow and show you the second stage of this raspberry shrub, I will show you then the feeding of this. And then by Monday, I'll probably feed it myself Sunday, and by Monday we'll start scooping out and looking at the differences that we are creating in here as well. So excited to show you guys how to make this beautiful sourdough. So lid back on. I've actually changed cloths. I've got a old tea towel that I'm using now. And on that goes. If you've got any questions about fermenting your Thermomix, it is far easier, by the way, guys, if you've got a TM6 because of the time frames available. I had a question yesterday about that, and it's a very valid question. You can ferment in a TM31 or a TM5, but you don't have the time capabilities to keep it at a temperature for a long period of time. You're limited by your timer. Whereas on the TM6, we've got this fermenting mode, so it'll keep on going. What I would suggest if you're a TM31 or a TM5 owner is you need to put it in an oven or a warm spot to keep it warm for the 8 hours. That would be how you would do this, those of you with those other machines, is find a warm spot. Probably not too bad in Queensland this time of year, but if you're in Tassie or somewhere cold, then it might be a bit more difficult to do. Maybe an oven if you've got a low temp on an oven. Hey Lynn, hello B. Fish and chips with tartare sauce. That sounds absolutely amazing. Oh B, thank you very much. 2.5 ounces, 100 grams. That's amazing. So we did about 100 grams of flour and 100 grams of water. That's awesome. Probably double what I should have, but doesn't matter. The capacity is, I guess, only going to be limited by the jar size. But otherwise, guys, that's it from me this afternoon. Can you believe it? I'm going to put on a steamed chook in my second one, so that's what we're having for dinner tonight, is actually a steamed chook in the Varoma outside and the other Thermomix. If I can help you in any way with your Thermomix, do let me know. We still have the second bowl offer on. We haven't run out of stock, which is completely strange and a miracle that we've still got stock. So if you've got friends and family thinking of a Thermomix, please do pass them my details over the weekend. $29 to add a Thermomix on, the Thermomix bowl on with the Thermomix. And we do have 36 months interest free. That comes down to under $20 a week. We've got Afterpay and a few different other payment options as well. So take care. I can't wait to see you over the weekend. So watch this space. I will be turning up a couple of times over the weekend, and I will see you then. So take care. See you then. Bye, guys.